this car park now. It's private property.
Right, okay.
Off you go.
I will leave, just keep away.
Off you go. Keep your dog away from my left, please.
What do you do with piss on your boots?
Go. Well, if he does,
yeah?
he'll be getting launched across the pavement, won't he?
You've just threatened to kick me.
Hello and welcome to our channel. Here we highlight questionable conduct, review legal and policing issues, stand up for individual rights, and call for fairness and accountability. In this episode, Auditor is quietly filming the exterior of a police station when two officers arrive in a confrontational manner, demanding his personal details as though he were committing an offense. Matt calmly stands his ground, making it clear he is doing nothing unlawful. Instead of acknowledging that, one of the officers becomes agitated, detains him, searches through his phone, and even makes an unsettling remark about his dog.
Well, do I have to give it?
Yes, you do.
I don't. Why are you lying?
I'm not lying.
You are lying.
Why?
He's lying. He's lying to me, saying that I have to give him my details.
If you're giving us your details, I don't understand why.
Because he's just lied to me about it.
I'm not lying to you at all.
You've just lied to said I have to give you my details.
I'm asking you.
I don't.
Right.
Under what law do I have to give you my details?
Well, what you do have to do.
Can you keep your distance? You've got no mask on. Keep your distance.
What I'm going to do to you? No. Take your phone and I'm going to go through your phone.
Right, I'm just.
Right.
Can I just say I'm just doing a documentary. I'll explain.
Right.
I'm just doing a documentary on police abusing Section 43.
Section 43?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Terrorism Act.
You're going to fall over.
Right. Can you just tell me what you're doing? What
Right.
section you're doing, etc.
Right. Because of the current threat situation with terrorism, all right.
Terrorism. Right. Yeah. Well, this is what I'm doing a documentary on. Yeah.
Right. You're here taking photographs of sites of interest, all right.
Yeah.
You refuse to give me your details, so I want to see what photographs you're taking, all right. And I've got the right to look at your phone.
From the outset, the officer provides inaccurate information. He insists that Auditor must give his details, hoping that pressure alone will work. But Auditor knows the law, and when he asks for the specific legal requirement, the officer cannot provide one. The fact is straightforward. The only law that requires someone in a public place to provide their details is Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, and that only applies in cases of antisocial behavior, not filming. Instead of recognizing this, the officer continues and claims that refusing to identify himself gives him the right to examine Matt's phone. This is simply untrue. A phone can only be accessed with a warrant or very specific powers under terrorism legislation. There is no authority that permits officers to look through private photographs simply because someone chooses not to give their name.
Okay. I'm going to ask you now.
If you detain me, you have under Section 43.
Right. I'm telling you now, I'm going to look at your phone. Now how we do it is entirely up to you. I don't start getting hands on me and putting you on the floor. What I am going to do, I'm going to start looking at your
You're
phone.
going to put me on the floor?
Yeah.
There'd be a lawsuit against that, you know that, don't you? Because what you're doing now is unlawful.
No, it's
I've
not.
done nothing wrong.
Right, I'm asking you now if I can have a look at
Right,
your phone.
no, you'll have to detain me. Right.
Hey, do you want to tell us what you're doing? Am I just going to take your word for it? Do terrorists say, I'm here to plant a bomb, or do they say I'm
It's a
taking
bit
pictures?
extreme,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not.
Do I
If you're
look
doing
like a
it,
terrorist?
I don't know, what does a terrorist look like? Can you describe a terrorist to me?
Common sense.
No, you need some common sense, don't you? You're absolute wasting everybody's time, aren't you? I didn't find anything.
What were you expecting to find?
Items related to terrorism.
And you didn't find anything?
No, I didn't.
No.
That's right.
What's your call number?
It's 3816.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
You need to tell me your name.
No, not under the Terrorism Act, I don't have to.
Am I still being detained under the Terrorism Act?
No, you're not.
Right, therefore, I would like your name.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not having it.
I would like your name, please.
I'm telling you, you're not having it.
Auditor responds by saying that if the officer wants access to his phone, he will need to place him under detention. Rather than reconsidering, the officer proceeds and detains him under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. To apply counter-terrorism powers to someone openly filming with his dog is disproportionate and misguided. When Auditor asks if he looks like a terrorist, the officer replies, "What does a terrorist look like?" A rhetorical answer rather than a legal justification. Auditor was dressed normally, filming in plain sight, speaking politely, and walking his dog. None of this reaches the threshold for reasonable suspicion of terrorism. Even after the search concluded, the difficulties carried on. When Auditor requested the officer's name, he refused, attempting to rely on the Terrorism Act. Yet once a detention ends, Code C of PACE clearly requires officers to identify themselves.
I'm not being detained under the Terrorism Act. Therefore, I would like your name, please.
My collar number is 3816.
Right, I have not been detained for terrorism. Can you explain to him?
His name.
He does.
Provide you his collar number, which he's done. Doesn't need to provide his name.
He does. What's your collar number?
Over it, Matt, but you're not getting my name. You've got my contact details. You've got my collar number. You know where I
It's your policy to give me your name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
My policy is to give you my
collar number and name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're going to get retrained then, aren't you?
That's fine with me, don't worry.
You're going to get retrained on searching people unlawfully as well.
What, section 43 of the Terrorism Act?
Yeah, because it's abused. No, not when you've got no reason. Not because I took a picture of the Porsche Panamera.
No, you
on
went
the police station.
You filmed Cumbrian police station, you filmed Kendal police station, you go into large pharmaceutical sites of interest, all to get a reaction. That's what you're doing, that's how you're spending your time. That's entirely up to you, how you decide to waste your time.
I'm not wasting my time.
I've now done my job.
You're the one that's wasting your time. Yeah, and you've done it incorrectly.
I don't think I have.
Oh, you have. Well, there's a law and you need to uphold it. You should leave your ego in the bedside drawer when you come out to work, mate.
When Auditor highlights how Section 43 is being misused, the officer shifts the focus back onto him, suggesting he deliberately visits police stations to get a reaction. In other words, the officer acknowledges that Auditor is auditing, filming legally in order to observe police behavior. Auditing is not terrorism, nor is it criminal or suspicious activity. And the irony is striking. If the officer believed Matt was simply there to provoke, then detaining him under terrorism powers gave him exactly the reaction he supposedly wanted. That decision was not about safety, it looked much more like pride being placed before professionalism.
If you, look through my phone like you shouldn't have been doing. Did you see the pictures of my wife with it out?
No.
No? It makes me wonder why you wanted to search my phone when I've been doing what I'm doing.
Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, I'm allowed to look through any digital media.
If you've got reasonable grounds, mate, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
You didn't?
I have.
Right, we'll see about that, won't we? I better tell you something, you won't do this again. You won't abuse Section 43 again. This will be the last time you do that. So there's no one round here, is there?
Yeah, anyone?
So I'd be likely to get into trouble if I swore?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be, you'd be getting retrained about that if you did that. Because there's no one about. You point to me, the nearest person that could hear me swear right now. Show me the nearest member of the public.
It's really, really windy, so your voice could probably carry over to that fence, but I can't really see through the bush.
Right, well there's no one actually behind the bush.
There could be children there, so...
Could be?
Yeah, there could be.
Right, what about if I whisper it to you?
You'd whisper what to me?
A swear word.
Why would you want to do that?
Just to prove to you that I can.
What does that prove?
Because you try to tell me that I can't do it, I'd get into trouble when there's no one around.
It proves. Why would you want to come on?
Proves that you're wrong.
Well, you won't be coming that close to me anyway to whisper it in my ear.
Well, your mate came that close to me without his mask on.
Well, if you start walking towards me like
I'm not going to start walking towards you.
No, you're not.
But if I did, go on.
I won't let you do it.
Alright.
If you start walking to me for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I won't allow it. So.
Alright. You're a real hero, you aren't you? What a tough guy.
Not at all. Would you allow just someone randomly just to start walking up to you?
If he was going to say something to me, yeah. Is that a crime?
Did I say
Is it? Right, well shut up then.
No, you shut up.
Or else what?
Well, you're telling me to shut up.
So I pay your wages, that's the difference.
I pay your benefits, so let's call it even.
I haven't got benefits though, mate.
We don't pay my wages.
I probably make more in an hour than what you do in a week.
I'm sure you do. Right, well you're doing very well for yourself.
I am, thank you very much. Yeah, don't tell me to shut up, by the way.
Once Auditor begins questioning him more firmly, the officer appears flustered. Instead of providing clear and professional answers, he repeats Auditor's words back at him, in a manner more reminiscent of playground behavior than trained policing. It then takes another step downwards. When Auditor makes the fair point that police wages are funded by the public, the officer replies with, "I pay your benefits." This was not only unnecessary but also dismissive and inaccurate. The truth is that under the Police Act 1996, police services are funded through taxation. Every member of the public contributes to their wages. Auditor's observation was correct. The officer's remark was based on a stereotype.
Shut down, looks like your brain cell.
Right, what I'm going to do, you can pick a form up from the police station anytime. Leave this car park now, it's private property.
Right, okay.
Off you go.
I will leave, just keep away.
Off you go. Off you go. Keep your dog away from my legs, please. Off you go, please don't fall over.
Watch he doesn't piss on your boots.
Go. Well, if he does,
yeah?
we'll be getting launched across the pavement, won't it?
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
No, off the property.
You've just threatened to kick me dog. It's public property.
This is it. No.
It's public property. It's public property, muppet, and we pay for it.
You don't pay for anything.
Yes, I do. Pay for your van, pay for your equipment, pay your wages.
I think you would need a job for that.
Right, and we're going to find out why you've threatened to kick me dog. You kick him, no, you would charge me, you would fine me. You wouldn't kick him. You'd kick him, would you? Right, you're going to be held accountable for that. You are going to be held accountable.
Video, man, you have a good
Thank you very much, young lady. You've been very nice. And see you later, PC Muppet. PC Mug. Say hello to all your
You enjoy the rest of your day.
I will do.
You enjoy watching that video by yourself like that?
There'll be about 10,000 people watching it.
With you by yourself.
No, you guys can have a look and you can read the comments. See you later. Thank you very much, love. See you later, Muppet.
The encounter ends on the lowest note. After Auditor makes a light-hearted comment, the officer orders him off the car park, claiming it is private, even though it was clearly open to the public. This did not seem about enforcing rules but about responding to being challenged. The most concerning part, however, was a remark about Auditor's dog, suggesting what would happen if it urinated on his boots. For an officer on duty, in uniform, and in public, to make such a statement was wholly inappropriate. The pattern was clear throughout. From the moment he arrived, the officer overstated his authority, demanded personal details without any lawful basis, and claimed powers he did not hold. When those tactics failed, he escalated to detention under the Terrorism Act. Yet none of the circumstances justified such powers. Auditor was calmly filming in public while walking his dog. Even basic procedures were mishandled. During the stop and search, the officer began to complete the required paperwork but then refused to provide it, telling Auditor to collect it later from the station. This goes directly against PACE Code A, which requires documentation to be issued at the time. It appeared as though accountability was being avoided. And that is the bigger picture, each stage of this interaction, the unfounded claims, the misuse of Section 43, the refusal to hand over paperwork, the sarcastic remarks, the personal comments, and the troubling statement about the dog, showed conduct that fell well below what the public expects. This was not measured policing. It came across as frustration and ego overshadowing professionalism. In the end, the officer did not need Auditor to reveal his behavior, he did that himself, and in doing so, reflected poorly on the force he represents. That's all for today's video. If you found this coverage useful, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me keep producing independent content.